Welcome to another review of the Superior Spider-Man, now taking on issue number 4, in association with Comic Reviews and Axe. And as always, Zach has your back. Let's get into the cover, shall we? As we can see, it's Massacre, doing his Massacre thing, holding out his guns. Very retro, I'd say, very 80s, 90s, where guns were a big thing. But other than that, that's pretty much just the cover, that's all. So let's get straight into it. We get a recap page, as always. And we even get a little backstory about Massacre if people didn't know, like how his wife was in the car bombing, which gave him brain damage. Yeah. So as we go into the story, we see Spider-Rock sending out more spider bots. There are 8,000 of them now. I mean, before there was only 800, but 8,000? I mean, looks like he's bulked up as well by the looks of it. But, I don't know, new artist. Well, yeah, let's go on to the next page. As we can see, it's a 2-page spread of him doing his Spider-Manning. Stopping some robbers, getting some jewels back. Gives them a bit of a look like, don't know what that is meant to mean, but he goes on to round up some more vulture children, put them in homes probably, because they're all probably runaways, or unfortunately they might just not have parents. Well, no, he seems to be getting some respect now as well, even from this strange bunny girl, which he comes over saying stop, and she's like, yep, okay, good move, rabbit. So there he is, just webbing around, seeing that all places are clear, they're fine. Just generally saying he's a better Spider-Man than Peter ever was. And, he's clocking out early. He's got other responsibilities. While Ghost Peter's like, no, we're not done. We're not done. Spider-Rock is done. Because his other responsibilities are to go see Aunt May, who's going through therapy. So he's looking after Aunt May, which is nice. So he's asking about how long it's going to be until she gets back up on her feet. Doctor says, well, she's probably always going to need the cane. And he's like, well, in your opinion, Doctor. So we go to his lab, where we see Robot creating some fangled devices, just hanging out, creating stuff, and apparently he made some. So he asks Max and even Watu to pop in and take a look at it. Yeah, his robot's come kind of like a butler now, and yeah, here we go. He's made an exo limb, possibly for Aunt May, saying it's ready for human testing. And they're like, whoa, calm down, Frankenstein. And he's like, what? I'm Dr. Peter Parker here. I ain't no Frankenstein. And Max is like, actually, Mr. Parker, you're just not a doctor. So, and it is a really nice thing. Ock starts going through the memories of Peter, saying, where's that file? Where's that file? Making it seem like his brainwaves that he's using now, like it's a computer system. He's going in different files to find certain documents. And finds out that Peter was a credit short and he never handed in a thesis. Which enrages him to the point where he's like, I've got to get out of here, I've got to be a doctor again. This must be rectified immediately. But for now, we go over to Ravencroft with Dr. Ashley Kefka. So she's just going in, talking about Massacre and, how they can help him and, they're there to help. But they go to his cell and there's a dead guard in there. Totally shot. It's nice artwork though, I gotta say. The blood-splattered wall is really nice. It's really good. But as we can see, Massacre was actually posing as the other guard, so he snaps his neck and what can we say? He's going to massacre Dr. Kefka by the looks of it. So we actually go back to Spider-Rock, well, Otto Parker. He's going to university. That's right. He got in touch with the dean. Dean Ruth Goldman? Yeah. So he's getting himself back into university, college, so he can get his PhD, which is pretty good actually. But he seems to look over the classroom, see it's just a normal place, saying you're a bit behind at the moment, you're starting a bit late, and he's like, don't worry, this will be child's play, I'll catch up. But the funny thing here is the teacher is an old classmate of Dr. Otto Octavius, back when he was in college, called Don Lemes, or the Schnoz, and by the look of that nose, it is not surprising. And he actually calls him it by out loud, and he's like, well, I'll see you later, Mr. Parker, and walks off. So, Otto's handed a card for a tutor, and the person just disappears. We only see a hand and a card, and they're gone. But you can't really think about that Mike now, because he's just gotten a call from the mayor's office. Now, since taking out the spider signal, he gave him a line to call him on. A secure line. That is how they'll get in touch with him. Which is good, really. It makes sense. So he goes to Ravencroft, sees that, J. Jonah Jameson's like, the man, that you saved, Massacre, yeah. He's killing again. He just killed the doc. And, yeah. Otto's like, you know what? For killing, this man's going down. He deserves to be killed too. And Ghostface's like, no, we don't do that. Nothing's going to stop this new Spider-Man. He's got a mission, and by God, he's going to do it. Because he believes Massacre deserves to die for killing. So we go to Burger Town. Yep. And Massacre's having a nice little drink. He's got some hostages in this place, saying, I want a Mocha-Cola. And the cashier's like, sorry, we are part of Physico, so we only do Physicola. And he's like, that's a shame. I'd kill for a Mocha-Cola. But he says, don't worry, nothing's going to happen to you all. As long as no one presses a silent alarm. And wouldn't you know it, the guy presses the silent alarm. And he's like, well, I didn't do this. He did. He broke the rules. So he just opens fire on everyone. Blood splattered, boom, everywhere. Everyone's dead. Everyone. Apart from two people. A young child and her mother. Which are going to be hostages now. Again. So, Otto comes into Uatu and he's like, your face recognition system's pretty damn cool. Parker works for me, you work for the same place as Parker, thus you work for me. Build me this stuff. I need it to track down a killer. So we go back to Massacre again, and Massacre's like, okay, we've come this far, you can go off. But I'm going to follow you. I'm going to follow you for 5 to 10 blocks, and if you tell anyone about what I've done, I'll kill you. Now go. And that's where that goes. As we go to some vultures, little vultures, like, well, Vulture's gone, but, what are we going to do? Hey, look, it's one of those spider bot things. And then a big purple foot comes crashing down on it. Big purple boots, kind of pointy, with green scales. Is this who we think it is? Yes! The Green Goblin is back. Is it Norman Osborn? Is it anyone else? Who could it be? I mean, remember, the original Hobgoblin isn't even a Hobgoblin right now, so who could this person be? Is it the original? Who cares? It's Hobgoblin. It's a good sight of things to come. So that was the issue. A bit lacking in action, really. Not many fight scenes. Well, it was like the one double page. That was about it. It's been primarily just setting up for the next couple of issues with Massacre. Which is okay, but it really felt like a filler issue, did this. So, for that, it's going to go down. The comedy only came from, the schnoz. But, otherwise, it's an okay comic. It's an okay issue. It's kind of filler, low on action, but the story progresses. So, it's going to sadly get a 6. out of 10 on this one. Bit more comedy maybe a bit more story, and a lot more action I'm expecting in the future. But other than that, it's a read. So join us next time, because as always, Zach has your back.